What women look for in men could vary from woman to woman, but overall, there are some commonalities that all women look for in men. They're looking for a man that they can get along with, a man who will complement their existing traits, and a man who matches her desire for passion and lust. So let's start with the first point. A woman that is looking for a man to get along with, this is important because if you're going to invest in someone and spend lots of time with them, you want to make sure you at least have a few things in common and that your personality is rather easy to get along with. Unless she's looking for somebody that's a bit complicated, then the two of you might be a good fit. Women look for men that they can have a good time with, that can fulfill most of their mental, emotional, and physical needs. So it's important that in considering somebody that a woman can get along with, she's meeting someone that she feels is her intellectual equal. As for the point of looking for a man who will complement her existing traits, this is where a woman can be a bit pickier. There are many instances in which men and women get along, and that is why they stay friends and don't move on into anything else. Because if a woman is trying to decide whether or not she should commit to a man because she may want to spend a lifetime with him, she's looking for more cues that your lifestyles will be compatible. So if she sees herself as a homemaker, she may look for men exclusively that are interested in being the primary breadwinners. If she's interested in traveling a lot, she's going to look for a man who's interested in that as well. So, sometimes you may be dating a woman and you may feel like everything is going well, but she seems to friend zone you, so you feel hurt and confused. But it's because women tend to think more in the long term when it comes to dating. So maybe she just sees like, over time, the two of you aren't going to be compatible. This happened to me once when I went out with a really cool guy who's really intelligent and interesting, and we genuinely did have a connection. But then he revealed, I think on the first or second date, that he had had a vasectomy, which was totally cool, except that I definitely do want kids. So even though I had a good time with him, for me, I backed out of dating him and just decided to make him my friend. And he was a bit confused because he thought, why did we stop dating? I thought everything was going well. And it was. It's just that he didn't know that, the way that women think, which is long term, I didn't think it would work out between us. So I didn't want to invest any more of my emotions into it. And finally, it's good to have a partner that matches your desire for passion and lust, just because you'll see that lots of conflicts arise in relationships when both people have a very different sex drive. So if you're the kind of guy that likes kinkier stuff versus sex, like you get off more just on spanking, leather, all that stuff, it's good to meet a woman who kind of feels the same way, because it's going to be really mismatched, especially if she feels she has a higher sex drive than you. Women really detest being in that position. It feels awkward and straining to ask a man for sex. So she is also taking that into consideration. Do the two of you have a compatible sex drive? So those are basically the things that women look for men, both in the short term and the long term.